I'm Matt with etrailer. Today we're going to be talking about the etrailer quick binders. Now this is going to be the one that's going to be compatible with links from 3/8 to 1/2 inch, and it is going to have a weight capacity of 12,000 pounds. So let's take a closer look at it. So I've had my hand on quite a few different chain binders in my day here at etrailer, trying a different couple brands, and then when I was in the military I'd use these a lot too. So there's going to be two main types you'll see. You're going to see a lever style. A lever style is great because they're actually pretty fast to use if you have everything on the right links. The downside to them though, they take a lot of force to put down, and they can be a little bit dangerous if you're in the wrong spot. If it pops up and hits you, you can really hurt yourself. The other thing to them is if you don't get it on the right link the first time, you're going to have to redo it all again, and that's going to take even more time. Now with this style, this is going to be a ratcheting style, and what I like about it is it's very easy to move around, not a lot of pressure behind here, so it's going to be safer. And the other thing is it's going to give you more wiggle room. So if you get this on a link and you notice it's not perfect, if you just ratchet that down a little bit more, it should get you the tightness that you're looking for. But enough of me talking about it, let's actually use it. So when it comes to actually using this, I recommend loosening it up some. So we have some excess. And to tighten and loosen it, this will give you direction to let you know where you need to put that paw at. So right now it's on the out. If I press this trigger here, just like that, then it'll tighten in. I do like this because if you get this in an awkward orientation, you can kind of forget. You can reference back to this. And this trigger here feels a little bit more comfortable than actually trying to press that paw itself. You can still do that, but I find it actually easier just to use this. So once we have that done, I'll come over to my chain, make sure everything's hooked up properly. And this is how it's going to kind of lay down on these 3/8 links. So you notice, just move around a little bit, but once we tighten that down, we won't get any movement at all. Bring it over here to this side. And what's nice about this is if you're ever using this and you forget what size links this is going to be compatible with, we are going to have a little logo here that's going to tell us 3/8 to 1/2 inch. So that's good to remember. When it comes to using it, I'll just make sure it's in the right orientation, just like that. We're also going to have a free spin mode too. Now just spin either way. Good if you want to kind of set this in an orientation that's a little more comfortable for you. And then we're just tightening it down. You'll just grab onto this section here. I do like that we are going to have this kind of coated piece, so it's easier to grip, especially when it's cold outside. I do recommend having some gloves to make this process easier, and just so you don't pinch yourself. And this really won't take too long at all. I'll typically just grab onto this bar here, turn it with my hand, and pull on the lever. You can do either one is more comfortable for you. And at this point, we are getting a little more resistance. That's what we want. There we go. That feels fairly tight. Then I have the option, that's what's unique about this one specifically, is this handle folds down. So I don't have to worry about that sticking out. What you can even do still is turn it into that free spin mode and put it like this, because I still like to have mine facing the inside. And of course, come back through, make sure everything feels nice and tight like it is now, and that's pretty much it. So let's talk about the specs some. So this is going to have a work and load limit and a brake limit. Just make sure you're always going with the work and load limit, because that's what it's actually rated to actually haul something. So we are going to have a weight limit of 12,000 pounds for the binder, but just check what your chains, your hooks, and any type of tie-up points are rated for as well, just so you don't damage anything. It's also important to make sure you have the appropriate amount of chains and binders for your equipment, and also just follow the regulations in your state so you can stay legal and safe. Now, another thing about these chains is, like I said earlier, right now we have the 3/8 inch links going right through here, and this is working just fine. That's not going anywhere. There's no wiggle room there. I do have a larger chain with me. This is going to be the 1/2 inch one. And this is what it's going to feel like as you go through there. This is a really snug fit. Still goes in there really clean. I actually do like that. Just make sure with the welds on these, I do like to have these facing away because I feel like it fits in here better. I did want to talk about the coating on here a bit. So this coating is going to help prevent this from rusting over time, especially since this is going to be sitting out in the elements. Now, when you're not using this, I would recommend storing it somewhere dry, just because right here where this paw is, or where the paw makes contact with on that gear, it's going to rub off some of that coating, especially if you're using this quite a bit. It will happen. It's going to be the same case with any other type of chain binder out there that uses a mechanism like this. Now, another thing too is we don't have any coating on these threads. I like that. The reason why I like that is if we did have some type of coating here, that'd probably cause us to bind up a lot more. And with us putting this much pressure and strain here, we don't want that extra coating getting in our way. So overall, I do think this is going to be a solid ratcheting style chain binder. Now we're going to have some other ones at eTrailer, some of which I like to recommend are made by Durabuilt. I have one right next to me right now. Where I typically recommend Durabuilt though, is if you have more of a specialty type of need. So like what I have right here, we have a actual chain integrated to the design of this one. That's where I'm really talking about. But if you have some more standard equipment, like I have right beside me, I think this is going to be a great option. And if you need a kit to really get you started, so you don't have to pick up some other chains here at eTrailer, we're going to have a couple different ones. Like you can get this chain binder right here with a set of 2 other chains. Now, if you guys have any other questions about what's going to be the best option for you, or if you need a little more insight, let us know here at eTrailer. And again, I'm Matt, and thanks for watching.